everyone, how are we? Merry Christmas. I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm just coming here today to do an all signs, okay? A bit of a bonus. I normally do start the weekly readings of a Monday, but being Christmas, I thought I'd do a bonus all signs, given that tomorrow we are going to have the full moon shadow work video as well, okay? So the weekly readings, the fortune for January next year, we will be doing sort of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday instead. So just swapping our two all signs days over to the Monday and the Tuesday, okay? I might get around to doing a bit of a bonus on the Sunday. Depends how I go. I am going to be pretty busy given that next Sunday, the 31st, New Year's Eve, is actually my birthday. So I will be pretty busy. I do have family coming to stay and everything like that as well. Okay, so for our Christmas Day reading, I am going to be asking, what is the biggest thing that is going to happen for you next year, 2024? Okay, so what's the biggest thing you should expect in 2024? The most important thing, the biggest change, the biggest area of your life that's going to, really stand out for 2024. Okay, so we as always, I will be taking timestamps. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We're going to start today with Aries. Okay, Aries. Oh, and I should have let everybody know too, I am using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck today as well. Okay, so starting off with Aries. Okay, Aries. What is the biggest thing Aries should expect with 2024? The biggest thing happening for Aries in 2024. I wanted to sort of fly on out. Okay, Aries. Starting off on a good note here, we do have the flowers. That's the one that sort of jumped on out. So that's all about reciprocal energy, giving and receiving as much time, love, energy as you are putting out into the universe, okay? So receiving gifts, receiving rewards for all your hard work. I do feel that for a lot of you, this is going to be some sort of, reward for hard work coming through during next year. We do have the rider coming through. So that usually comes through pretty quickly. I am just sort of feeling I'm getting January, February. So looking like things are going to sort of light up your life right at the start of 2024, Aries. Good news on the way. That does come in pretty quickly. Positive messages coming for you there. Especially in regard to that giving kind of energy, someone, giving you good news that all your wishes are coming true, Aries. So we do have the star card there as well. So that directly talks about wishes, your desires being fulfilled, dreams coming true for you, having a lot of, someone coming in with this message of hope and optimism for you for the next year. So I do feel like even some of you, this sort of, you may start to feel the effect of this like really, really soon into the start of 2024, that, you may have multiple wishes coming true for you next year. So think about what it is that you do desire the most and what wishes you do want to see fulfilled the most, because I feel that you're really going to have this power of manifestation in 2024 as well, especially with that flowers energy there too. So the more that you're giving to the universe, the more that you're going to receive in return. So, make sure you're putting out what you want to receive back in as well. So, whether that be time, love, energy, that sort of stuff. Make sure you are giving of yourself if you want to receive, okay? So it can be like, sometimes the energy works in mysterious ways too. So, sometimes if you just give of yourself just by, being a nice person and, helping, chuck in an extra dollar in the homeless person's tub, or helping someone cross the street if they're having difficulties, and that's being someone to listen to somebody's trouble. You'll have all that sort of comes back times 10 to you, and sometimes in totally different ways as well. Okay, so Aries, a lot of reason for you to have a lot of hope for 2024. You know, big things happening for you. Okay, you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but we'll move over to our Taurus. Hey, Taurus. Okay, what is the goss for Taurus in 2024? Biggest thing happening for our Taurus in 2024. Starting off with the ship, Taurus. So some of you may be experiencing a lot of, 2024, maybe a year of travel for a lot of you there, starting new adventures, okay? Definitely coming through there. I do have this interesting side message here with these cards. We have the snake coming through, as well as the labyrinth, the hedge maze card. Okay, so that snake energy, I am kind of getting that this has got to do with temptation. So you're going to be faced with a lot of temptations in the next, the year to come. There is going to be a lot of temptation that may very well leave you somewhat confused. But, the hedge maze really does let us know that as long as you find your center, you can cut through that confusion, and there's always a way out of the labyrinth. There's never, you're never blocked in on all sides. There is always a way out. So, and I'm kind of getting this vibe too that, it's kind of, this is something big happening for you in the sense of you learning that you can, slither your way around any maze. You can get out of any maze that life sort of puts you in, and that actually bringing in some big changes for you just in the way that you're looking at things. All right. So there may be some challenges next year. But they're actually coming through in the sense of you being able to find your way around anything and slither around, get through any cracks. Even when you're faced with this hedge maze, you're a snake, so you can just sort of slide on through the hedges, and it's not a drama for you. It's kind of you proving to yourself, I feel, for a lot of you that you can get through anything that life throws at you, no matter how many twists and turns 2024 takes, that you're kind of seeing it all as a bit of an adventure, that you're sort of taking it all on board and going, do you know what, I can do this. I can snake my way around this obstacle and no drama. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to have some stuff to do with, self-realization of you actually being able to do all this stuff, and you being able to also, get out of any, there is this side message that's coming through of you being able to get out of any deception that anyone is trying to put you in. So if anyone is trying to, put you into this labyrinth through deception, or trying to take advantage of you or anything like that, you're going to see straight through that and be able to sort of, weave around that quite easily. But I'm getting drawn back to the ship there. So a lot of new adventures and definitely possibly a lot of travel for some of you as well. All right, so that's what we have for you, Taurus. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, okay? But we'll move on over to our Geminis. Okay, Gemini. What does 2024 have in store for Gemini? Biggest thing happening for Gemini in 2024. Oh, Gemini. Firstly, we have the Rider coming through strong. So that usually comes through pretty quickly as well. So this is very likely you're going to start seeing the effect of this energy pretty early on in the year. I'm sort of feeling with this Rider energy today that it is really feeling like, January, February, maybe March, but pretty quickly in the new year, having some good news headed your way. I am feeling that for a lot of you, Gemini, that this is in the form of a messenger. Okay, so there is a specific person coming to you with some really, really good news. And what I'm seeing as the good news that is going to make 2024 a big year for you, we do have the dice and the key. Okay, so the dice is all about luck. It's very similar to the Clover card, whereas the Clover card seems to be a lot more about you taking chances and you taking risks and you know, making your own luck. The dice card is all about that chance, the universe giving you this luck, you know, being surrounded by good luck, kind of like let the dice fall where they will, and everything's coming up Gemini, and you know, everything around you is working in your favor. So you are going to have some news of something really paying off for you, some sort of news about, you know, you sort of rolled in to see where everything fell, and here's that news saying, Gemini, you won. Gemini, everything you wanted, here it is. You know, so it's definitely a lot of, you know, just lucky circumstance. It really is luck around you. All right. So for a lot of, like for some of you, this may have been things that you yourself have rolled the dice on. You know, you may have turned a Clover energy in 2023 into this dice energy for 2024. So, you know, for those of you involved in things like investments and that sort of, you know, stocks, those sorts of things, they may be actually really sort of paying off during the course of 2024. Like I said, it's going to be the specific news, a messenger coming to you saying, you've won. You've won this, Gemini. This has worked out for exactly how you wanted it to. For a lot of you, that is directly involving this key. All right. So the key does really talk about your career prospects quite frequently as well. So career opportunities. All right. The key really unlocks new opportunities, opens new doors for you. So it's kind of like you've rolled the dice, you've maybe put in you know, a good word for yourself in the past, and luck is on your side, and you know, the universe is conspiring to, you know, bring up all these new opportunities for you, and on the other side of those doors is success. Okay, so if there's a specific career opportunity that you've been after, you may very well find that coming your way this year. Okay, so I am feeling that for majority of you, this key is kind of talking about your career. It can talk about other things, but it is feeling like career related for you, Gemini. So definitely luck on your side, though. So definitely a good spread to see for you, some good things happening for you in 2024, and you definitely will get good news about that. The ball is rolling. I kind of want to say that, you know, the dice have been rolled, everything's starting to fall into place, and you're soon going to get that news that's going to let you know which doors are opening up for you. All right, now you are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but we'll move over to Cancer. How are we, Cancer? Merry Christmas. Hope Santa was good to you. Okay. Cancer. Biggest thing happening for our Cancers in 2024. What's happening for Cancer? Biggest thing for Cancer in 2024, please. Okay, Cancer. Very interesting. I really say the word interesting way too much. I need to find, you know, a thesaurus and work something out for myself. Firstly, we have the bridge energy. So this is really like, I feel like this is the bridging energy between 2023 and 2024. So you're really like spanning that bridge, crossing that bridge, and really sort of starting the new year with like looking for greener pastures in some way. You're ready to cross those bridges when you get to them, and, you know, burn them behind you. I feel, you know, ready to set fire to 2023, the things that you weren't happy with, and really, I feel like for a lot of you, this is sort of making strong resolutions for what you want in 2024, and crossing that bridge, and not worrying about, you know, what's at the bottom. you know, what's down here, you don't even care. You're too focused on walking forward and moving forward and crossing those bridges as they pop up in your life, and getting to, you know, the greener pastures on the other side, and really focusing on what's next, and where am I going. Who cares about this bridge behind me? You know, once you cross it, I feel you just drop that bridge behind you, burn it on, burn it alive, I wanted to say, but really sort of crossing the threshold, you know, into a new version of yourself who goes for what they want. For a lot of you there, Cancer. That's followed through with the key energy, which really is about crossing that threshold and opening new opportunities for yourself, opening new doors, okay, unlocking brand new opportunities. And every door that you open with this key energy, it leads to success. So there's a lot, something I'm feeling for a lot of you, Cancer, that there is this very determined energy here, where this is you wanting to, you know, that's it, I'm moving forward, I'm going for this, I want that specific door, I've got my key, I'm going to unlock it for myself, open myself up to that opportunity, and walk straight on through, cross straight over that bridge, and you know, who cares about what's behind me? I'm focused on what's ahead of me. And we do have the book energy as well, which really does talk about, you know, you starting new chapters in your own life, and, you know, rewriting your own story, you know, introducing the characters that you want in your story, the plot twists that you want, not worrying, you know, not letting anyone else write your story for you. Very, very focused and determined on what it is that you want, and getting that, you know, especially with the book energy. You know, some of you may be finding, look, I need a bit more education or knowledge, wisdom, to, you know, to really enter into these new opportunities, but you're kind of doing it with a lot of confidence, and you're like, I know I need this particular bit of wisdom, I'm going straight ahead and I'm going to learn that thing. You know, I'm going to knock it flat, you know, once again, set fire to everything. I'm getting a Cancer that's like setting fire to everything behind them that they don't care for anymore. They're very, very focused on what's ahead and what they want. And you know, that fire a lot of the time is passion and your ambition. You know, whatever area of your life this is for you specifically, because I am feeling different areas for different Cancers coming through. For some of you, this is I am getting that for a couple of you. This is specifically to do with love, and you're kind of like, I need to span a distance between me and what I want, and you're just sort of charging on ahead. And for some of you, this is a career thing as well, and you are chasing the extra knowledge you need in order to successfully move into new opportunities as well. So with that key though, definitely seeing a lot of success for you, you know, on the other side of those opportunities. So this is the way for you to be, I feel, Cancer. You know, keep it up with the determination and that passion, that get that fire in your soul, and keep on going, because it's going to serve you really well this year, Cancer. Okay, you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but I'll move on over to Leo. Hi Leo, how are we today? Okay, Leo, biggest thing happening for Leo in 2024. Whoa, okay. That one wanted to sort of jump on out, so we'll take that. Okay, Leo. Biggest thing happening for Leo in 2024. Pardon. All about you, Leo. Firstly, we have the moon, which is all about your emotions, and the things that you're emotionally sensitive to. You know, it can be also about, you know, following your intuition. But I am just feeling that, you know, it's kind of like Leo being like, all 2020, I'm kind of getting a Leo here that was like, all 2023, I've been an emotional wreck. I don't know, I've been going from happy to sad, I've been all over the place emotionally. And 2024, you're getting on top of it. Or I kind of really feel we do have the tree coming through next. So you're looking after yourself. You're looking after your emotional self, and really, really sort of noticing that, I have taken care of myself emotionally, and I have actually really, really grown and matured with my emotional self. Okay, so it's a lot of self-growth coming through. That the biggest thing, and I'm kind of getting that for a lot of you, the biggest thing that's going to happen for you in 2024 is actually realizing how much you've grown. It's that self-realization. So I feel like a lot of you have already started this journey of emotional growth, and this mature, like thinking about things, feeling things in a much more mature way. And I feel like a lot of you have actually, gotten quite far in that already, and have been pushing yourselves maybe even a little bit with that. But there's something about, one of your biggest moments in the next year is actually realizing how far you've come with that within yourself, kind of looking back at 2023 going, wow, I'm a totally different person now. I've totally grown and changed from who I was at the start of 2023. I'm like totally grown and matured version of myself, and I'm ready to start new chapters. We have the book there as well, so it's kind of like you having this moment of realization, and that's bringing you to the realization that this is my story. I can write this however I want, and I'm ready to, start a brand new chapter, be a brand new version of myself, and really embrace that and be that. And, I have this inner knowledge about myself now that you're kind of really willing to embrace yourself. Okay, so that's pretty specific, to the emotional growth stuff. I'm not really getting anything else from that reading, but if you do want to know more details about what's coming up for you, check your other placements. Your moon sign is going to be super strong right now with the full moon tomorrow. I will also be doing the shadow work reading tomorrow as well, Leo. So if you are focusing on your self-growth, that may be a really good one for you to be watching tomorrow, that shadow work video, so that you can embrace that stuff and really appreciate yourself, and look at the story that you have written for yourself, and really cherish yourself. Okay. But that's what we have for you, Leo. But we will move on over to our Virgos. Hi, Virgo. Merry Christmas. Okay, Virgo. Biggest thing happening for Virgo in 2024. Biggest thing happening for Virgo in 2024. Can I just get clarity? Clarity. What's that third one, please? Clarity on that third card for Virgo. Biggest moment for Virgo in 2024. Okay, well, it wants to clarify by merely giving me happiness. Okay, so this is going to be a super happy moment for you in 2024. What I'm seeing, we do have the letter and the heart. Okay, so straight up, for a lot of you, this is the biggest moment for you in 2024, being some sort of love communication. To the point it's going to be paperwork related for quite a lot of you. So this is going to be, for some of you, this is like a proposal, but I'm feeling that for majority of you, this is like a wedding or like a prenup, or you finally get that divorce settlement come through so you can move on. Some sort of, communication. And I'm feeling that for a lot of you that this is like non-verbal communication. So it's like, and it's got to do with love and romance. So I'm strongly feeling that for a lot of you, this is like you know, signing marriage papers or signing a prenup or something along those lines for a lot of you there, Virgo. You know, really communicating with somebody that. So it could definitely be a proposal as well. So I am just strongly getting that, and it's not really telling me much else. We do have the dice card there as well, which does talk about luck being on your side, everything, you know, working out exactly how it's supposed to, your investments paying off. So, you know, I feel like for a lot of you, this is your investment in a person, your investment in love is paying off long term. You've got this, you know, long term contract with this person now, you know, so that's pretty much what it feels like for a lot of you there. And when that's getting clarified, it's getting clarified purely as happiness being revealed to you, you know, happy things coming to light, you know, luck on your side, you know, the dice falling where they will, and you know, it's all coming up Virgo. So it's not really telling me anything else. Is there anything else that message is about for Virgo, please? Yeah, because I'm just sort of, I am getting that some of you just don't believe me. Okay, some of you are like, yeah, right, I'm not even seeing anyone. But it's a sudden change. It's definitely some sort of sudden break or change. So with the scythe energy, it could be definitely a divorce as well coming through, but it's something life changing. Okay, and for a lot of you, this is really unexpected. Okay, so you may not even be with somebody. And all of a sudden, by the end of 2024, you're married or getting married. You've been, you know, that's what we've got for you, Virgo. I am strongly feeling that this has got to do with marriage for quite a lot of you there. Um, you know, it's love communication. Like, I do want to say too, though, it is important to remember that the heart can be about, you know, platonic love as well. So for some of you, this may be paperwork involving someone that loves you platonically. So it could definitely be like an inheritance or some sort of communication, someone giving you their love in some way. So, you know, I'm feeling like for one of you, there's something else, and I can't grasp it because I feel like it's out of my realm of actual personal knowledge. Um, you know, and the examples that are coming to mind are things like inheritance and marriage and all those sorts of things. You know, but for somebody, there's something specific that this is about. And for that person, it's something platonic. It's a platonic person that loves you very much. I'm getting grandfather. And it's like, it's similar to inheritance, but it's not. It does have to do with some sort of paperwork, though. But it's a way that your grandfather is showing you that he loves you through some sort of written communication, or by showing you some sort of written communication. Now I'm getting that there's another Virgo where someone is actually writing a story, writing a book. And the book itself is like a love story, it's a love note to you. It's like maybe someone's writing you poetry or something along those lines. Yeah, it's just not quite in my grasp there, but I feel like you'll know it when it happens because it's going to be very big and life changing, very unexpected, but also, you know, quite big and life changing for you as well, Virgo. It feels like, you know, this is going to, you know, it's going to be the cut between what your life is like now, and then it's going to be like, you know, that before this happened and then after this happened. That's, how you're going to, in your head, from this happening, you're going to divide your life into before this and then after this. It's coming through pretty strongly in that sense that it's going to really be an unexpected big thing that like flips your life around in some sort of way. But it's definitely happy. Like it's definitely got a lot of happiness attached to it. So, you know, come back in a year and let me know, I suppose, Virgo. All right. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements as well. But I'll move over to Libra. Okay, Libra, how are we today? Okay, biggest thing happening for Libra in 2024. I have to keep reminding myself that next year is 2024. Biggest thing happening for Libra in 2024. Well, straight away, Libra, we have the heart. So, you know, one of the biggest things happening for you in 2024 involves love, involves your heart. Okay, so it definitely could be platonic love, but I am getting for a majority of you, this is romantic love, all right? That has come through with the clover. So this is you, you know, opening your heart up, taking a chance on someone, on love in general. You know, luck is on your side, but this is you taking a risk, taking a chance. And what I'm seeing next, we have the ship, okay, which definitely can talk about you're taking a chance to start an adventure with this person or with, you know, in love. But what I'm actually getting for a couple of you there is that this is like, you're taking this huge risk to, you know, physically travel, physically move. Like I'm getting for a couple of you, this is like, I'm going to make this big move to be with this person. This person lives, you know, in a different city. I'm going to go live with them and I'm going to travel that distance and, you know, move that distance. And, you know, for some of you, this may even be something to do about traveling overseas. It does feel like quite a big kind of location difference there. Like, well, not difference, but move. Like you traveling quite a bit here. So it definitely could be, you know, because you're taking a risk by doing so. And this is why it's the biggest thing for you in this next year. Love making you take chances to, you know, move your whole life somewhere else. You know, start a brand new adventure in a brand new place. So for a lot of you, this is, you know, it could also just be that like city to country or country to city or, you know, what do they call it? Making a beach change or whatever they call it. You know, so a big change, some sort of dramatic change of location. I'm getting strongly for a lot of you, Libra. You know, but for those of you where it's not traveling, you know, physically traveling, it is closing, you know, taking a risk to start an adventure, to really sort of start this journey with somebody and really see where that takes you. So definitely seeing love coming up for you in 2024 in some way, shape or form. All right. So and I'm just getting told again to let them know that it's overseas, because for a couple of you it's overseas and you're going to be moving overseas to be with somebody or stay with somebody, something along those lines. So, you know, it's a pretty dramatic thing for quite a lot of you there. All right, but you are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But I'll move on over to Scorpio. Scorpio, Merry Christmas. Okay, Scorpio, the biggest thing happening for you in 2024. Oh, your cards do not want to come out, Scorpio. One more. Scorpio, one more for Scorpio. Biggest thing happening for Scorpio 2024. Okay, so we have the mountain Okay, don't be daunted. That's followed by the rider. So straight away, that actually is telling me that there is a obstacle or challenge that you have been facing already, and you're getting news in the new year. You're getting news that it's finally over, that something is over and done with. You've climbed that mountain. Your hard work has paid off. All right. So this is some sort of like a message on the way saying the delay is over, the obstacle is over and finished with. Whatever that bit, like it feels like you already know what this obstacle is. It feels like it's a current, you know, because this is the biggest thing happening for you next year. It's kind of like this is the biggest obstacle that you feel as though you're facing in your life currently. I am feeling that this is currently you're kind of like currently here somewhere, and the climb's nearly over. You're very soon going to get good news that you've reached the summit of this mountain, and that at the top of the mountain, that's where we feel the achievement that we've overcome this. And you can see everywhere, and you know exactly what path to take back down the other side of that mountain. So it's really something big is finally over. It's finally finished and done with. Whatever has been holding you down, that you've been working hard to fight against the current with this, that it does feel like something that you have been, struggling a little bit with. It feels like you have been, really trying to climb this obstacle, and finally here's the good news headed your way, that it's finally over. And with that rider energy, that's pretty fast. Okay, so I do feel as though this is, I'm getting January. So I feel like by the end of January, this news is going to come in, that obstacle is finally over. With the rider, this is, I am feeling for you that this is involving, something or someone actually coming to you, showing up in your life to show you that it's over. So, for some of you, that might be like, like an actual person showing up at your door saying it's over and done with, it's all finished, it's ended. And for others of you, that might be like paperwork showing up at your door saying that's finally finished and done with. Then we have the bridge energy. Okay, so this is where you get to that bridge and you cross that bridge, you find the greener pastures on the other side, and then you watch that bridge burn behind you because you no longer have to deal with that obstacle. It's really actually a quite positive energy here. I am feeling that this is like, you can even kind of see in this card here that these bridges in the picture, they do seem to be very high up. So it's like these bridges are, that bridging energy from the top of the mountain, putting you straight over into a whole new world kind of thing on the other side of these bridges. And then you're burning that behind you. I'm getting that image of, in the old movies where, they cross the bridge and then they saw through the ropes and watch all the bad guys drop down into the canyon below. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. You may be needing to burn some bridges and cut some ropes and drop some people. Once you get this news that that's over and done with, there's definitely this element of you sort of wanting to move to a completely new side for yourself, and not wanting anything to do with that obstacle, that struggle, that mountain that you've been on. You don't want anything to do with that, and you're crossing this bridge and you're going, that's it, burn those bridges to the ground, I'm done with that. And moving forward, and that's coming through as the biggest thing that's going to happen for you this year is whatever that obstacle is. Because I am really feeling that for a lot of you, you're currently sitting there kind of going, this is never going to be over. This is never going to finish. And lo and behold, you get that news that it's finally over, it's finished, even when you thought that it was going to be something that you were going to struggle with for the rest of your life. It's over, it's done with. It's no longer an obstacle for you anymore. All right, so that definitely has a lot of potential for you there, Scorpio, all right? But you're more than welcome to check your other placements. Tomorrow I will be doing the shadow work reading as well for the full moon. So I'm just sort of feeling that there may be something in that for you, Scorpio, into, what you can do to continue to, cross these bridges and climb this mountain, to make sure that you do sort of get there. All right, so maybe check that one out. I'm strongly sort of feeling for you there, Scorpio. All right, but we'll move on over to our Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's, having a great day. Santa was good to you. Sagittarius. Biggest thing happening in 2024 for Sagittarius. Ooh. How will Sagittarius know who this is? We have the mask, Sagittarius. Okay, so when I first saw this card, straight away it says, "Oh, the mask comes off. The mask is dropped. You can see the truth behind the mask. You're seeing deeper into something or someone." I feel like this is a person straight away. That's probably why I clarified how will you know who this is. To clarify how you will know who this is, we have the ring. Okay, so for some of you, though, it is just within yourself. And this is talking about you knowing that this has got to do with a cycle, something that you've been fronting against. You've been putting on this mask saying it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But that cycle, that's the cycle that you've put yourself into, I feel, for some of you. But for others of you, this is somebody that you do have a relationship with. A strong relationship with this person. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a romantic relationship, but it is somebody that you do have a strong connection with. Now, I'm feeling for some of you, you're going to know who that is just because of the ring imagery. So, that obviously leads you to believe, husband, wife kind of stuff with a ring. Someone maybe have a promise ring from someone, or someone has gifted you a ring this Christmas even, and this is how you'll know that this is that person. There may be an actual ring element to detail this person for you. They may wear a lot of rings. They may I'm getting a ring on a necklace, someone who wears a ring on a necklace, someone who has given you a ring, someone who was a ring bearer. Maybe that's important for some of you there. But the mask finally drops with this person. All right. So there's something coming through where because I am also getting here, I've got the dice as well as the fox energy. All right, now the fox energy, it does let me know that for some of you, this person is a bit of a player. For others of you, and that's why the mask drops, you see the truth of this fox energy. You see this person for who they really are. Okay, and I'm getting that, there's, for some of you, they may have tricked you into something. So there may be like, I'm getting scam artists. I'm getting, player energy, playing games kind of energy, tricking you into thinking something about them that is not true. With that mask, they're fronting. They're putting on a mask currently that is making you believe that they're super clever, but this is all part of their game. I kind of get game. you know, someone who's playing games or being tricky in some way. But it's like a gamble that doesn't pay off because, you know, you see through the mask. With the die energy, that's about, you know, we have the clover in the traditional decks, and then this one is an addition in this deck. So the clover is more about you taking chances and you taking risks, whereas the dice is more about, you know, things, luck around you, like not so much you causing the good luck, but good luck happening around you and for you. You know, so with the die, I do really feel that for a lot of you, this mask dropping is good luck. It is, you know, just maybe by chance you see through the mask, and it shows you who this person really is, that they're someone who kind of only cares about themselves, that they're acting independently of you know, this relationship. They're only worried about their own interests, and you know, that's the luck you need on your side, is to see through that. And I'm kind of getting a weird storyline here, because it's kind of telling me that when this mask drops, and this is lucky for you, because, you know, not only does it show you the truth of this person and show you the game that they're playing, but it enables you to twist the game in your favor. All right, so that's going to mean different things for different people. So it's a very interesting message, but and interestingly enough, I'm finding myself sitting here twisting my ring, which is actually quite similar to the ring in the picture. You can see there, it's a red ring, you know, with little. It's not gold. It's tarnished, tarnished silver. But you know, it's yeah, it's really, it's so you can get the most out of this, and you can make things fall where you need them to, and luck is on your side. Like, the universe is giving you a lot of good luck here around this, and being able to see through this. And I feel like for some of you, you may have had a bit of an inkling and just never had the proof as such, and here you are getting the proof of who this person really is. And you know, it's really going to work in your favor in the long run. It is the biggest thing happening to you this year. I suppose maybe I should have specified, you know, the positive, good things happen, the big things happening for people this year, because, you know, it does feel like ultimately it is positive, but, you know, it may not seem positive at the time, because, you know, obviously seeing through someone's mask and seeing them as this fox energy can be painful energy to deal with, especially if, you know, it is someone that you're in a strong relationship with. You know, I do feel like for some of you, this is, you know, once again, I really hate to say it, but I do feel that for one or two of you, this is, you know, the mask slipping, and you seeing that someone is being deceitful about their player energy, that they, you know, and for one or two of you, this is somebody that you're actually married to. So I sincerely hope that that's not the case. Obviously, that's such a difficult thing to deal with, but I'm also getting scam artists too. So it's kind of like someone, you know, and I feel like the dice is there because it's showing you that you can avoid losing out of this situation. Okay, so for some of you where this is like more that scam artisty type energy, it's kind of that, you know, it's kind of like this person maybe, you know, I am getting money related to that there too. So they may be trying to siphon funds or something along that line, and you know, because you've got the luck of the universe on your side, you being able to see through this mask, you can avoid, having any loss, in the long run. So sorry if that's a little bit confronting, Sagittarius. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. I would suggest your moon sign being so close to the full moon. We do have the shadow work reading tomorrow as well, so keep an eye out for that one. Check other placements, check your moon, check your Venus, whatever you feel is strongest for you. But we will move on over to Capricorn. Capricorn. Merry Christmas, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. I'm just intuitively getting there. What can I do for you today? There's something about, like, Capricorn. I feel like you don't even need to know. You already know. See what comes out. Capricorn. What is the biggest thing happening for Capricorn in 2024? Biggest thing happening for Capricorn in 2024. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting, you don't need my help. Interestingly enough, Capricorn, I'll just let you know, you probably can't even hear it, but I have got music playing in the background, and there's a song that's just started playing called Self-Love. Okay, so that feels like it might be important for some of you as well, especially with this message. We do have the clouds coming through. So what is on your mind? What have you been overthinking? Okay, this is you're thinking, you're overthinking, you're causing, you think, I feel like for a lot of you this is something in particular that you just cannot stop thinking about. And it's got to do with the ring energy. Okay, so it's coming through. I'm getting two kind of messages here. So for some of you, this is definitely related to that self-love song I'm hearing, okay, which is you're thinking about cycles that you've been through in your life, the things that you've gone through, and why do these things seem to keep coming back around? Why do I keep getting, the same lessons that I have to face and the same tests, challenges? Why do I keep, going through these cycles? Why do I keep going through these cycles? And it's really got you heavy into your thoughts, Capricorn. I feel like this is very current energy, this thoughts there, where you're, really overthinking. It's like to the point of confusion, and you're clouding your own judgment about things. Making yourself anxious and stressed out. So stop overthinking. Anyway, I'm a Capricorn myself, and I am an overthinker, so yay. But for others of you, this is straight away overthinking about a relationship, a specific connection that you are, you cannot stop thinking about this connection. And I feel like you're like doubting. I feel like there's a lot of doubt with this clouds energy as well. Doubting that there's even a connection there. But yeah, I keep wanting to say, just stop thinking. Just stop overthinking it. Just the opposite to the clouds is, the opposite to logic, the opposite to thoughts. Your feelings, your emotions about this cycle or this relationship. Focus on those. Focus on your true feelings. What's your intuition telling you about this relationship, this cycle that you're finding yourself in? What is your intuition telling you about this? Not what logic and overthinking every little thing and all the bad outcomes, all the good outcomes, all. I feel like for a lot of you, you're not even thinking about the potential good outcomes. You're only thinking about the positive, like the negative outcomes, here. And it's just like, your mind is racing, and you are causing yourself so much stress and anxiety. It leads to depression, overthinking these things leading to depression. All right. We also have the rider. Okay, so I'm intuitively kind of feeling that that rider is going to change everything. I just want to get clarity on that. Clarify this rider for Capricorn. Biggest thing happening for Capricorn in 2024. Why is the rider the biggest thing happening in regard to the clouds and the ring? Okay, so we've got the mice and the cross. So news about the past, news about the loss, news about the burden. This burden that you're carrying by overthinking, whatever it is that you're overthinking, I feel like it's led you to, feel so much grief and stress once again with that mice energy. But, there's a big sense of loss here in the past with that mice energy. The cross does talk about, carry your cross to bear, carrying this as a burden. So that's why the rider is important to that overthinking. But like, what's the so that's just giving me more details about what you're overthinking. Outcome of the rider for Capricorn, please. Outcome of the rider. We have the child. So bringing back your innocence, bringing back your sense of hope and new beginnings for you, and that childlike sense of wonder and amazement and adventure, that life is an adventure, happiness, all the positive stuff comes through with the child energy. So the outcome of whatever this news that you're getting about all this, because you just want to tell me how much you're stressing with this coming through. You just want to tell me how much you're stressing. There is a side note with the cross to, stop stressing so much. We're seeing the stress in the clouds and the mice energy there. But there is a side note with the cross to tell you to have faith that everything is going to work out. It's a very spiritual card. So I do feel that with that ring there as well, that this connection or these cycles, it's a spiritual thing as well. It's not just what it is. There's a spiritual reason for all this happening. And you will be getting news. You will be getting some sort of good news that's going to, I'm just sort of still feeling that it's going to flip you out of this overthinking, stressing. It's kind of feeling like I'm getting answers to your prayers, especially with that cross card too. But it's going to flip you into this childlike sense of wonder that this has happened this way. It's going to put you into, like, oh, brand new. I'm this babe in the world that, I can grow up to be whatever I want to be. So it's not been very clear with what this is all about, other than it's something that you are stressing a lot about and overthinking this. You cannot stop thinking about it. And for a lot of you, it's got to do with the past loss of a relation. So I'm straight away, I'm getting that for a couple of you. I'm not going to lie, probably myself included, this is probably, overthinking and overstressing about a past connection, like an ex kind of thing. But some sort of news is going to, reboot you back to, this innocent little child, all right, who has all the hope in the world, who is able to have faith that everything's working out the way that it's supposed to, all right. We do also see with the rider too that happens pretty quickly. And I do feel for a lot of you, I'm just because when I've been getting the rider in this all signs reading, it has been talking about within the next 3 months, rather than longer than that. It's pretty happening pretty quickly, especially too with you. This is a current energy. This clouds energy feels really current. So I dare say that, for a lot of you, this may even actually start happening. You may start getting some sort of news before the year's even out. Well, it is Capricorn season now also. So, I'm just getting sort of here that, someone may contact you on your birthday. And that's what this news is. When this news comes in, it may actually be like a birthday gift somehow. Very interesting, Capricorn. But check your other placements as well. That's as clear as I can get on that particular message. But, it's coming through as the biggest thing in 2024. So, if you are overthinking whatever that is that much, then a change in that situation is obviously going to be the biggest thing for you, I suppose, right? Okay. So you're more than welcome to check other placements as well. But we'll move on over to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, how are we today? Merry Christmas. Hope everyone is doing really well. All right, Aquarius. And I am aware I'm a little bit earlier than a lot of people in the world. So, I'm getting in early, all right? It's Christmas here. I've been in such a Christmassy sort of spirit this year that I'm kind of glad I'm beating, like, Australia's ahead of a lot of you when we get to celebrate Christmas first, and then keep up to date with everyone a bit longer. With Christmas seems to last just that little bit longer now that we've got this interconnectedness in the world, where worldwide we can watch all the Christmas celebrations just a little bit longer. Okay, Aquarius, what's the biggest thing happening for Aquarius in 2024? Okay. Oh, dropping cards. We've got the house and the tree. All right, so we're starting off with the house and the tree energy. The house energy, I am feeling for a lot of you, this is a physical house. With the tree there, it definitely could be a family home, or some, like a, doesn't necessarily mean like your family home, like your childhood home. It can just mean like your family unit home. But for some of you, this is you getting a new home, moving into a new home. And that's what is coming really important for you this year. This big thing for you in 2024 is you may be moving home, creating, starting a family home, with somebody or something along those lines. Make sure if you're buying a house or anything like that this year, do make sure you are doing your research and everything properly, because the tree is all about a lot of wisdom and knowledge there as well. So make sure you're doing all the right checks, because the next card I have is the lily, which is about longevity, long term. Okay, so if you are buying a new house this year or moving into a new house this year, it's going to be a long term place. Okay, so you're going to be there a while. All right, the lily is a long-term card, so you know, I do feel that if that's the case for you and this is a physical house, that it's you know, make sure it's going to suit you going into the future as well, because you're going to be there for a while. It's not somewhere you're going to, you know, live there for 6 months and then move somewhere else. It is a long-term, like, family home for a lot of you there. Some of you there, we are just talking about your inner stability and security. You know, what makes you feel safe and secure, and you know, we are getting a lot of growth in those areas. This is all about self-growth, that inner wisdom as well. All right, so and that, you know, being a change for the long term, and being very emotionally intimate with yourself and who you are and what makes you feel stable and secure. I am getting that for one of you. This is like finally finding that emotional stability that, you know, I know that as someone who does struggle with mental illness myself, that sometimes that can be the biggest thing in somebody's life is, wow, I'm actually pretty sound and stable within myself, and it's going to stick around. That's amazing. Okay, that's like a huge thing for anyone who does have you know, severe mental issues or anything along those lines, emotional issues. That is actually a really big thing. So I can see why it would be the biggest thing for 2024 for you. So that's what we're sort of getting for you, Aquarius. But you are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But hey, either a new home or, you know, emotional stability, can't go wrong, guys. I found one of those this year, 2023. I only have a couple. I think I've got 2 Aquarius placements, and they're smaller placements. But I did find at least one of those things in 2023. You know, I did just move house not long ago. The mental stability, I don't think that's ever something that I'm worried about. I was actually just saying to a friend earlier tonight that normal is so boring. Who wants to be normal? I'm quite stable in my instability. Thank you very much. No, but like I said, if that's you, that's a huge thing, and you know, like, awesome. Congrats if that's the case for you. All right, but check other placements if you want. We'll move on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces, how are we? Merry Christmas. Pisces, biggest thing happening for our Pisces in 2024. Biggest thing happening for Pisces in 2024. Clarify that first card, please. Oh, I love it when that happens. I'll ask for a clarifier card, and then I get it intuitively as I've asked, but I'll draw a card anyway. Clarify that first card for Pisces, please. Yeah. Okay. So we do have the snake energy first and foremost. I did just clarify that with the mountain card as well. So the mountain card clarifying that I am a Capricorn, and that is the Capricorn card. So, you know, there is a side message of that just saying, listen to yourself. You just got the clarifier already. But Pisces, the snake energy, and then clarified by that mountain. The mountain is, you know, challenges or delays, obstacles that you've been facing. And this is the obstacle that you have been facing. And this is, do you know what? Part of me wants to say that this has got to do with, you know, someone who's been deceitful to you. But that's only like 1 or 2 of you, that you've had this obstacle of somebody who's been a bit deceitful. I feel like that's just a side note, that you already know about that you know that there's been someone in your life that, is a snake, is, deceitful, and you can't really trust this person. And they're like the person, I'm getting like they're the person that turned your heart to stone, because they're like, I get the Medusa thing sometimes with the snake card, and it's like you looked at this person for too long and they turned you to stone, and that felt like a part of this obstacle. But for majority of you, this is actually about your personal passion and ambition, okay, and that you have, maybe it's because of this person, you have struggled with following your passion and your ambition in this lifetime. I'm feeling your true purpose. You've maybe deceived yourself into thinking that your true purpose isn't the path that you should follow. And maybe it's because of a person who was being, deceitful and whatnot in your life, turns you to stone. But what I'm actually getting here is we do see the magnifying glass coming through for you, which is telling you to look deeper within yourself. Look deeper at this situation, and really, really magnify these issues for yourself. Magnify for yourself, what is it that you are passionate about? What is it that is your true ambition in this life? Because I am feeling very strongly for a lot of you, this is like your life purpose, and looking deep within yourself and really examining every little part of you that is telling you, I feel like you Pisces, you're very intuitive anyway, so you probably already know what your ambition truly is, but it's kind of like maybe you're trying to deceive yourself a little bit here with that snake energy. All right. So looking closely and examining the things that are telling you that you can't follow that path. You can't desire those things. You can't be passionate about those things. And really sort of magnifying that passion within you, magnifying that ambition, and going for it, because we do have the scythe coming through as well, which is you making some huge change. Okay, this is a sudden, unexpected change. And I feel like this is you doing this. You kind of going, that's it, Pisces, cut the ish, get on with it. This is what you want to do. This is what you're truly passionate about. Cut the ish. Stop thinking that you're being held back. Stop thinking that it's too hard, that it's too much work. You've looked deeper within yourself, and you know that this is what you truly want. So cut the ish, and make the change, do the thing, follow your dreams. All right. So I'm just going to get one more to clarify that scythe for you as well, Pisces. Clarify that scythe energy for Pisces. Yeah, we have the rider. News on the way. Good news on the way. So this is you making that change and, jumping forward, getting on that horse and riding off into the sunset, Pisces, following your passion, all right, bringing your message to the world. The rider, and both the rider and the scythe are actually super fast energies as well. So I feel like for a lot of you, the rider has shown up quite a bit in the All Signs reading today, and every single time it has shown up, it has been talking about this time frame of January, February. All right, so maybe March at the latest. All right, so I kind of want to say, Pisces, that if you get to your birthday, Pisces, because I know, Pisces, you are the end of February, start of March there. If you have not made this change by your birthday, cut the ish, get on your horse, start riding, all right? Because deep down, you're denying the fact that you can do this, because you can, and you kind of know it, and you know you're so passionate about this, and you know this is where your ambition lies. Stop worrying about the potential obstacles. You know, examine that from every possible angle, and then, you know, make that cut. Make that cut to actually change this around for yourself, okay, and move on forward. All right. So sorry to be so upfront, demanding type energy there, Pisces, but it does feel like I need to be a little bit forceful with that, because you are needing to be quite forceful in the near future, with making a sudden break for it, you know, sudden change for yourself, because it's about your passion and your inner truth. I feel, you know, that magnifying glass comes out to let us know, you know, that it's deep within you, that this is part of your inner truth. This is part of your, you know, I feel your life's purpose to make this change and follow this path. Okay, Pisces, but you are more than welcome to check your other placements. I will be doing the full moon shadow work reading tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. If you are, you know, wanting to look a bit deeper within yourself and face the darkness, we can bring that on tomorrow for you. I'm going to try to do a bit of a lighter shadow work reading, but we all know sometimes those ones can be a bit confronting as well, but bring it on. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel if you're not already, Pisces. I do appreciate that. Leave me a comment and blast me for being so at you, Pisces. If you want to, that's fine. But hopefully I'll see you all again soon.